everybody, before I started this week's video, I just wanted to let everyone know that our second grandbaby is here. She was born this summer. She is happy and healthy and thriving, and we are just so excited that she is finally here. Some of you that have been watching for a while know that her big sister did pass away last fall after only a couple days with us. So we're just very excited and blessed that we have this new baby girl in our life, and we can't wait to see all the amazing things that she's going to do. Thanks again to everybody over the past year for all your kind words and all your prayers. It's really meant a lot to us, and I also know it's meant a lot to my daughter and son-in-law. And so let's get on to the video. For this recipe, it was just another one of those use up what I have and grab some stuff from the pantry. So I had about a cup of Italian sausage that we had left over, and about 1/4 cup of this spaghetti sauce left over as well. So I mixed that together along with a can of tomato soup and also a can of tomato sauce. And then once I stirred those all together, I'm just adding in a can of kidney beans and a can of rotel along with a can of black beans. Mix these all together, and then I'm just going to season that with a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, and chili powder. And then after that, I had some leftover orzo from that recipe that we had earlier in the week that I showed you in the last video. So I just went ahead and threw in a little bit of chicken stock and then the orzo to help that cook down. I cooked this for about 10 to 12 minutes until that orzo was all ready. Once that was done, this was ready to serve. We just served it with a little bit of sour cream on top and some Tostitos scoops, and we ate it like that. This was really, really good. Again, another one of those recipes that we used up some of our extras that we had and a few things in the pantry, and it came together really, really nicely. This night I am cooking up some mini meatloafs. So I have a pound of hamburger in my bowl, and then I am just roughly chopping up about 4 slices of cooked bacon, and I will throw that into the hamburger. We're going to add in 1 egg, about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs, then about 1/4 cup of chili sauce, along with about 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese. I used the Colby Jack, but you could definitely use any cheese that you have on hand. A couple teaspoons of the Dub sauce, and a tablespoon of mustard. And then I just finished that off with a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic. You could definitely use any spices that you like in this, or any kind of sauce that you would want to make it to your liking. I grew up never ever liking meatloaf, and I found this recipe, and this is the only way that I make meatloaf now. This is the only way I'll eat it. And for you that know that my daughter is so picky, she loves these as well. So this is one of our favorites. If you're not really a meatloaf fan, definitely go ahead and try this. Like I said, we absolutely love it. Once I got everything in the bowl, mixed it all together by hand, and now I'm just going to put everything together into little mini meatloafs and get that on the pan. And finally, I'm just adding some barbecue sauce to the top of those. Then these will go in the oven at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes. The last few minutes I do just put on the broiler to get those nice and crispy on top. Again, if you're not a huge fan of meatloaf, definitely try to give this one a try. It is so delicious. It will definitely change your mind. For this recipe, I'm making a French onion chicken bubble up. I'm starting with a can of biscuit dough. I'm just going to take each of those biscuits and cut them into about 6 pieces. Once I'm done with that, I have about 2 cups of cooked chicken that I have in a bowl. To that, I'm going to add in a can of cream of chicken soup, 1 cup of French onion dip, the kind that you would use to dip your chips in, 1 cup of cheddar cheese. Mix that all together really, really well. Then you're going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic to taste. And finally, just throw in your biscuits, mix everything together really well, and then that goes into a 9x14 greased dish. Once everything is in, just go ahead and sprinkle the top with some French fried onions, and this will go in the oven at 350 degrees for anywhere between 25 to 30 minutes. Again, another super easy dish. If you really enjoy these bubble up recipes, I think you're really going to like this one. And our final recipe this week is a chicken bacon ranch casserole. So I am just going ahead and starting with 1 block of melted cream cheese at the bottom of the bowl there, adding in a can of cream of chicken, then about a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 cup of sour cream, along with 2 tablespoons of ranch powder. And then I'm adding in some onion powder, salt, pepper, and garlic, all of those to taste, but about a teaspoon and a half of each of those. Then I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of chopped chicken, 3/4 cup of cheese. Again, I'm just using some mild cheddar, but definitely use any kind of cheese that you enjoy. After that, I have about 2 to 3 strips of cooked bacon that I had chopped up very finely, and I'm going to add that in. Mix everything together really, really well. Then I had cooked up about a cup of bow tie pasta, and we're going to throw that in there. Again, you could use any pasta that you like, like a macaroni or a spiral. Any of those will work. We just had the bow tie pasta on hand. Then I'm going to grease up a 9x13 casserole dish, put everything in, top that with a little bit more cheese, and then I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're enjoying my channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed week.